Oh, yeah, that leads. I forgot I was going to talk about the creepy, weird otaku thing I did when I got home as well. Yeah, just when I came back home, I had so much fun like doing campfire cooking and stuff that I then went ahead and like spent the next 2 to 3 days living medieval style. So like I didn't use ovens and I didn't use electricity much. I was just like, I ate like meats, cheeses, and breads. I don't know why. Like I'm looking forward to like Delicious in Dungeons, so maybe that's part of it. But essentially, yeah, I've been like learning skills for like, I mean, fishing, it was just because I wanted to try fishing. It didn't even have anything to do with it. But like, I want to learn to clean fish and like, I wanted to learn to like cook over a campfire. I mean, I always do that while camping, but I wanted to try some other things as well. So yeah, I just had a lot of fun doing that kind of thing. I made like a charcuterie board and then I mixed some cheeses and meats and breads and it was a good time. It was a good time. I'm basically just living out all my childhood fantasies, which is something that I've been enjoying quite a bit recently. It's actually in an upcoming voice pack where I talk about the fact that I feel like a lot of people burn out when they're younger, end up like doing things that are very childlike when they're older. Like I feel like I'm more childish as a 30-year-old than I was when I was like 15. I feel like I was a very old soul and I matured very quickly. I feel like a lot of people like that, they just get burned out by the time they're like 14 to 16, maybe 17 or 18 if they're lucky, and then yeah, they kind of lose their childhood and try to reclaim it in their adulthood. That's definitely what's happened to me. Like I've been exploring like so many different fun versions of things as I grow up, and especially since I became like a Niji Sanji lifer and I have excuses to be like, hey, I can buy mooncakes. They're expensive as shit, but I can try them because I have money now. Or hey, I can buy all these books and just share them with people, and then it kind of counts as a business expense. It doesn't really. I wouldn't write that as a tax write-off. It's like you kind of like find excuses for things. It's like it's content. Anything that's content is worthwhile. So like, yeah, things like that. Just been having a lot more fun trying a bunch of different things, and yeah, that's thanks to you guys as well, which is another reason I love this job. I love this community and I love being a part of it. Just some other things, like eventually I want to like this isn't going to happen for like a year because it's going to happen when I like hopefully move into the new place. I'm hoping to have, when I get a new place, a place with like a decent garden. I'm hoping to like start growing some of my own herbs and stuff, and like maybe like I want to learn how to dry herbs, and like just being able to use those to cook would be one thing, but I also want to be able to like make my own tea. Because one thing I talked about it a while ago. I think the last time I talked about it was actually with Nina on her graduation stream, where I was talking about how I liked mixing drinks that weren't alcoholic recently. I like putting flavors together and stuff, and I'd started like trying things like taking natural fruit and creating infusions where you just like cut fruit up. Rather than actually juicing it, you cut fruit up and like put it into water and then like get the flavor out of it, and then you have like a healthy fruit snack and you have flavored water that like tastes almost as good as like, in fact I've got one right now where it's just basic as shit. It's just like lemon, lime, and mint. But yeah, I also then bought a soda stream because Nina suggested that I try a soda stream and that I'd like that, and it would add some other things to be able to do. And she was right. It's a lot of fun. Like the soda stream, creating infusions and then like turning them fizzy makes them even more interesting. And you can like adjust the level of fizz that you put into them as well. So if you just want them like lightly effervescent just for like a little bit of bubble, you can do that, or you can make them like all the way up to like full soda where like just opening the bottle makes it. Yeah, I've been having fun with that. I said on Twitter it makes me feel like an alchemist, and it really does, because I've been trying like all kinds of different recipes that I just throw together by myself and looking up some ideas. Like I didn't think about combining mint with lemon and lime, but yeah, it actually works really well. So I want to try more things like that in the future. Other than that, I've just been trying like basic things like throwing together like different berries and stuff. But yeah, in the future I'd like to not go full cottagecore because I don't think I have the body for that, and I don't think I have the effort for that. But I want like a small garden would be quite nice. And yeah, been liking making infusions. It's just like a healthy way to drink tasty drinks. And yeah, being able to like grow my own stuff to use for cooking would be really cool. But yeah, for now it's just like combining different things that I buy and having fun with it. I tell you what, sitting by a campfire is really healing to me. especially like staring at a campfire at night. Like, oh, I really liked the time that I went as well. Because in summer, campfire is kind of mid. Campfire is good for cooking. And it's pretty. Don't get me wrong, the smells are nice. But it's like you don't really need the warmth. When I went, like right at the end of autumn, technically hitting winter, since we were like mid-November, it was perfect. Like the campfire was so warming. Ah, it felt so nice to start it up. Even Dog was sitting by it. Dog normally sits like well away from it because he hates heat. He prefers cold. But yeah, it was that level of cold where even Dog was just like laying by the campfire. It was the perfect time. The nights got so cold, but then the day was still warm enough that you could still go swimming. You could still like walk through the rivers and stuff and not freeze. It was nice. It was nice. I'm going to do that, like hopefully early spring I'll go again and try to catch that same kind of weather because that was like the perfect feeling. Which is why, even though I joke about the fact that I love like fantasy settings and stuff like that, I would never survive in one. I'm like, yeah, I love camping. But at the same time, I have to have one of those giant inflatable beds to make sure that I'm not too close to the ground for my spine. And I have to make sure that it's not too cold because I just would freeze to death. And I have to make sure it's not too hot because I'm a basic bitch who likes my air conditioning. I like to pretend that I'd actually enjoy living in medieval times.